see here. So toxic mobility, the mobility of toxins is an interesting idea too, and the fact that, this is just electronics, the fact that we have all of these obsolete, this planned obsolete, it's electronics, cell phones and computers and televisions, and which all are kind of extremely kind of toxic to break apart and to recycle, right? And a lot of this done, if you look at the bottom, 80% of it is exported to impoverished countries, right? Here's a little map here, that there is no system for tracking this, legal or illegal, the shipments. A lot of it goes to China, right, and is taken apart for the computer. The motherboards have a little bit of gold in them and other resources, but it's done by, the work is done by women and children without any protection. In 2001, I worked with a group called Los Cybers La Raza Tecnocrítica, with a group of artists working on issues of technology and justice. And we brought techno trash into the gallery. We went to the dump over here on 3rd Street, and we said, hey, can we borrow your computers? They said, yeah, why not? Except for don't take the motherboards because they have gold in them, and we don't really, those are the most valuable. And so we took the trash and put it back into the gallery and called it art. A lot of this stuff worked, of course, but it didn't really work for us in a very kind of functional way, because it is like the planned obsolescence doesn't really allow us to, with our different cables and connectivities and softwares as well. That leads me in this kind of spiral spin into another project, which is called The Muerto Rider, and this was a part of a four-act opera that I'm working on. But the location of, we're talking about lowrider culture, the policing of lowrider culture, the delegating of lowrider culture to the side shows and also to clubs. And we're thinking about it as a space in which people can come to and listen to radio and independent media context around a variety of subject matter. So I worked with this with Artemio Rodriguez, who's an LA-based artist, and I'm going to show you a little video about this, and hopefully it will lead us into our next panelist as well. So yeah, there's nothing, we had in the beginning had talked about this car being a biodiesel car, and we've gotten to a point where it's all ready, but we don't have the money to do it. But at the same time, yeah, so it's smelly, it's stinky, it has a big engine, it's vroom vroom, it's just like one of the worst of worst. And it might be, we're talking about the death of anything, it is a muerto rider, a dead car. At the same time, it is it may be kind of symbolizing the death of such a culture that is so toxic. Let's see here. Looking for sound. So we found this car from a Chicano named Fidel in Napa, and we bought it from him and fixed it up, and we did some wood block cuts based on certain thematics that we were doing, and cut it into basically vinyl, through a vinyl cutter on tape, and painted the car white, and then through that, after that, painted the car black, and then took the tape off. I'll speed up a little bit so we can get there. La Catrina is also a symbol of, it's a 19th century Mexican woodcut, it's the Jose Guadalupe Posada character, but also it refers to La Catrina with a K of the environmental disaster of the hurricane.
Piece of art right here. Man, this is beautiful. What gift gave him the, who thought of this? You thought of it? Oh, man. I see everything.
yeah, talking about the policing of lowrider culture, we did a little experiment where we drove around for 15 minutes in our neighborhood and figured out how long it would take us to get stopped. It took us about 10 minutes. Just too weird, not normal enough. Something not right happening. They boxed us in. They were so serious, right? And they said to me, "So what's going on here?" That was their intro line. Gave me a ticket for not having my papers, but it's okay. We'll fix it. And then from here, we ran off to the Oakland Museum. And there's a radio component within the car, which people listen to, like 30 hours of radio, and also can watch animations inside this on the screen.
Do you have to store it someplace special?
It's in my garage. Yeah. Yeah. You can turn up the sound if you like. No music already? Okay. Okay. So yeah, the Jota Rider hopefully will be green someday, and we can be able to drive it around without coughing so much and putting out so many pollutants, as well as modeling a kind of a symbolic order in which we can inspire this type of kind of activity and other types of activity, which can get us around in a more sustainable way. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.